Hi guys, Rowan here, and I am going to talk to you today about my top 3 favorite fictional heroes. Now this is going to be boys specifically because I will be doing a girl one because, you know, lady power and all that jazz. And it will be in order, so number 1 on the list will in fact be my favorite hero in any book. It was very, very hard to do, you guys. Very. Alright, so let's get started. Number 3 on my favorite heroes list is Eragon from Eragon, or I guess it's the Inheritance Cycle is the series. I've got the rest of them back there, they're peeking out. The Eragon books were actually some of the first like high fantasy books I fell in love with. I started reading the first one in 5th grade, I think it was. That was a long time ago. I know a lot of people sometimes say like, oh, you stole stuff from Lord of the Rings, blah blah. I actually have not read the Lord of the Rings books, which is like the shame of my life. I love the movies so much. Haven't read the books. So I appreciated these just fine without, you know, getting all crazy about it. But the thing I like about these books, my favorite thing actually, is Eragon himself. He is a great character. I adore him. He starts off as just a simple farm boy, and then he finds an egg which hatches into Saphira, and now he's a fabled dragon rider, the last one besides the evil King Galbatorix. You know, hoopla, special snowflake, whatever. But Eragon shows, I mean, if you guys can see, those books are huge. Through the course of them, Eragon goes through such character growth. It's really, really insane. He goes through so many changes with his body and his mental awareness of the world and everything, and the person he is at the end of the series is completely different than the person he is at the beginning, and I love it. And I love everything about Eragon. I really like him, guys. And I think these books are good. The 4th one, the ending stank worse than maybe any book ending I've ever read. It was a huge disappointment. But the rest of the series and a good chunk of the 4th book are all fantastic. They're really good. Alright, and number 2 on my favorite heroes list is Harry from Harry Potter. Now I know what you guys are thinking. How is he not number 1? We'll get to that. Harry from the Harry Potter series is amazing. Nobody that has read these books doesn't like him. The thing is, Harry is not the driving force behind these books for me. These books, everything about them is fantastic, and I have so much love for all of the characters, some more than Harry. I mean, to be honest, I probably love Ron and Hermione more than Harry, which is awful because they're not, you know, we're not reading the books from their perspective, but I love them. And I love Lupin, I love Tonks, I love Sirius, I love McGonagall, I adore Snape because I'm a meanie, I know, everybody's like, boo boo boo. I like Snape before he was cool. Thank you very much. Harry, for me, my heart is only so big, and these books are divided already into tiny little pieces for all the other characters I love. So while I do like Harry, it's not Harry specifically that makes me love these books. And I still think sometimes about how he was in the 5th book, and it makes me angry because he was a poopy head, seriously. And I know it wasn't his fault, and oh, Voldemort, whatever, Horcrux, blah blah blah. He was still a fat jerk, and you all know it. Now, number 1 on my list was originally number 2, and Harry was going to be first. But then when I actually sat down and thought about it, I realized that I like this guy more, and that's Percy Jackson from The Lightning Thief. Excuse my weird copy. I don't even know where my mom got this at. It's like a really weird, beat up, I think she got it at Half Price Books, but I've never seen this copy before, so I don't know. Now here's the thing about Percy. He has absolutely nothing bad about him. Like, if you've read these books, just think for a second. There's not a single thing that people don't like about him. He's funny, he's loyal, he's brave, he's freaking a little crazy sometimes. I mean, he is literally the best friend you could ever ask for, and I imagine the best boyfriend when I think about him at night and wish he was mine. Anyways, Percy is just such a good guy that I can't I can't put him below Harry because Harry has those moments where I hate him. And I've never had those moments with Percy. And it's okay to hate a character. I mean, some of my favorite characters are characters I hate. That's fine. But there's just something about Percy that I love him for it because that's who he is. He's a fantastic guy. He's a great friend. He's strong and brave, and I love it. I love it. I think he's just amazing. I really do. And I think his powers are awesome. I was always like the girl that picked the water Pokemon and stuff, so I wish I was a daughter of Poseidon. Anyway, so ta-da! Those are my top 3 favorite heroes out of any books. It was tough. It was very, very tough, but in the end, the deed has been done. I had to place Percy at number 1. Oh, that just rhymed. Yeah! Next one I will be doing is probably going to be my top 3 favorite heroines, which is probably going to be even harder, so be sure and check that out when I post it. See you later.